So this video is on customary length and being able to convert back and forth in the customary length, such as inches, feet, yards, and miles. What a great thing to do would be to write this chart down on your notes so you always have it and you know, for example, how many feet are in a yard or how many feet are in a mile. So pause the video and copy this down. The next thing that would be important to copy down would probably be everything in this blue. It kind of reminds you of what to do if you are converting. For example, if you need to answer question number 1, how many inches are in 3 feet? What you're really doing is you're converting feet to inches. And when I think about that, I know it's going to be a larger number. So if it's going to be a larger number, you're going to be multiplying. Since there's 12 inches in a foot, you know feet to inches, we need to multiply by 12. So to get this, we do 3 times 12, and that gives us 36. So your answer would be 36 inches. For number 2, how many feet are in 3 yards? Again, you're going from yards to feet. So this number is going to be larger, so you're going to be multiplying. If you come down here, you're actually going to be multiplying by 3. So 3 times 3 would be 9. There's 9 feet in 3 yards. And number 3, how many yards are in 72 inches? So we want to go from inches to yards. And in this case, again, you're going to be wanting to make it a smaller number, so you need to divide. So inches to yards, we divide by 36. So 72 divided by 36. There are 2 yards in 72 inches. So again, just use this as a reference if you need a reminder of what you should divide or multiply by. So we're going to try 4 examples. Our expectation is that you're writing these examples down in your notes. So here we're going from inches to feet. So I know my number needs to be smaller, so that means I'm going to divide. There are 12 inches in a foot, so I'm going to divide by 12. So you can think of this as 15 divided by 12. We don't want you to use a calculator, though, and get a decimal. We would just want you to think about it, the division problem, to write it as a fraction. Because every fraction line like this is really a division sign. So you could write this as 15 twelfths, and then simplify that into a mixed number. So 12 goes into 15 once, and there would be 3 left over. So 1 and 3/12, but you can still put that in lowest terms, and we expect you to write it like this. So our answer would be 1 1/4 feet are equal to 15 inches. Okay, so try this one. We're dealing with, again, inches to feet. So same thing, you're going to divide by 12, but make it look like a fraction. So 37 divided by 12, and then just rewrite that as a mixed number. 12 goes into 37 3 times, and there would be 1 left over. So my answer would be 3 1/12. So 3 1/12 feet are in 37 inches. Next one, inches to feet. Well, really we're going from feet to inches because we do not know the inches. So to go from feet into inches, again, we are actually going to make the number larger, so we're going to need to multiply. And in this case, again, 12 inches are in a foot, so we're going to multiply by 12. A couple ways you can think of this. So you want 2 and 7/12 times 12. One way you can think of is the distributive property, which we've worked on before. You could do 12 times 2 first, and then 12 times 7/12. So let's do that. 2 times 12, we'll do this first, is 24. And then 12 times the 7/12. If you're wondering where I'm getting this, it's right here, 12 times this fraction. And that would be 7/1, which is really the same as 7. If I went too fast over here and you're wondering what I did, I just thought of that as a fraction 12/1, and I cross-simplified. Those can cancel each other out into 1s. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. So if you come back down here to finish, 24 plus 7, I get 31. So there are 31 inches in 2 and 7/12 feet. Another way you can think of this, this is kind of just a quick way to do it. I convert this mixed number right here into an improper fraction. So 12 times 2 and then plus 7. So 12 times 2 is 24. 24 plus 7 is 31 twelfths. And so my answer right here is really this numerator. So 31 inches. Kind of a quick and easy way to do it if you're using mixed numbers and improper fractions. Alright, we're going to go on to the last one. So yards to inches. So if you go yards to inches, you're going to make your number a lot bigger. So you're going to multiply. How many inches are in a yard? There's 36. So again, we can do it the first way I showed you in the last problem, where you multiply the mixed number by 36. And then you can use the distributive property. So 36 times 2 is 72. And then 36 times 5, 36. Let's come over here and do that. Remember, these cross out to 1. So you multiply the tops, and then you multiply the bottoms. Oops. When you do that, on the top you get 5, and on the denominator you get 1, which is 5. So, I get my same colors going here. So 72 plus 5 is 77. So there are 77 inches in 2 and 36 yards. Another way to think about it, turn that into an improper fraction. 36 times 2 plus 5 is 77/36. And again, this is my final answer, 77 inches. Just another quick, easy way to do it. Oh, I just gave you the answers. Alright, there are 5 problems here. You need to pause the video and try them on your own, and then see if you get them right. If you get them right, awesome. If you don't, I'll go over each one of them. Good luck. So hopefully you finished checking your answers. If you got all 5 of them right, I'm pretty sure you understand it. If you got any of these wrong, and yes, I know D is missing down here, just stay tuned. I'm going to go over all 5 of these, or skip ahead until you get to the problem that you need help on. Okay, so this one, I'm going from yards to inches, so I need to multiply by 36, because there's 36 inches in a yard. So 2.5 times 36, use the distributive property. 36 times 2 is 72, and 1/2 of 36, or 1/2 times 36, is 18. If you add those together, you should get 90. So 90 inches would be your answer. This one, you're going from feet to inches. My number should be larger. There's 12 inches in a foot, so I'm going to multiply by 12. 4 times 12 equals 48. So your answer should have been 48 inches right here. This one was inches to feet. If you're going inches to feet, you are going to be getting a smaller number. Therefore, I'm dividing. There are 12 inches in a foot, so divide it by 12. You could do this and use a calculator, but we don't want you to use a calculator. Think of it as 9 divided by 12. That's your answer, except you need to simplify it. You can divide both the numerator and denominator by 3, so your final answer should be 3/4. If you wrote it as a decimal, 0.75, that's fine, but we want you on these problems to leave your answers as fractions or mixed numbers. This one, you're going from feet to yards, so you want your number to be smaller, so you're going to divide. There are 3 feet in a yard, so you divide it by 3. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. So 3 yards. Boop. And the last one, inches to yards. You're making your numbers smaller. So right away I think divide. How many inches are in a yard? 36. So 18 divided by 36. Hey, that's the same as 1/2. So 18 inches is the same as half of a yard. All right, that is all. We'll see you later.